嘿，糯米，
我在。
导航到未来中心。
要导航去未来中心，西安未央吗？好的。开始导航吗？开始导航。本次导航目的地是未来中心，西安高新中大。即将进入领航辅助路段。
So we've upgraded to the latest version of Nios software, banyan 3.000. I'm gonna see if there's any difference with the self-driving in this update. It's a very sunny day, so I'm hoping you're gonna be able to see okay. Gonna use this new app they've added that shows you exactly what the car's seeing. Just get to the end of the road and turn right, and then we'll start. So you can see on the screen how much it's seeing. It's tracking all the motorbikes, all the cars. See, it's stopped there because of the moped coming out from the right hand side. I've noticed that's a big problem with it. When someone's pulling out from a side street, it just panics. Even if it's nowhere near the car, it will still brake really harshly. I don't know what the hell it was doing there. It was pulling into that lane for no reason because we weren't turning right. It is showing its planned route a lot further ahead. You can see and it seems to be making decisions quicker than... Will it make this right hand turn? Yeah, so that's pretty good, to be honest. Like, it's straight sort of into the middle of those two lanes. It definitely feels a lot more confident, like it's making lane changes all over the place. And it's picking up speed much quicker than it used to. Or at least it feels like it. So I'm not actually sure what what updates there are to the self-driving, but there was a lot of updates to other parts of the car. Sound system was updated. They added this 4D suspension that apparently tracks any potholes or speed bumps, and it will adjust the suspension when you're going over them. I was driving a couple of days ago and I noticed that it identified that there was a speed bump ahead. To be honest, I didn't notice a massive difference in the comfort going over the speed bump, but it definitely identified that it was there, and maybe it did something. I'm not sure how I can really test that to see what it's actually doing. See if anyone tries to cut in front of us here, how confident it is. Slightly turned to go around those cars, but no problem cutting in front of the other lane. The barrier's slightly in the road there, and it did move slightly over to avoid it. And there was a cyclist crossing there. It did slow down, but probably didn't have enough time to stop anyway. Another pedestrian crossing, and it did slow down slightly there, which is something I don't think it did before. It would go through those crossings at normal speed, but it seems to predict they're coming up and just slow down just in case, which is very good. I'm going to see the Omvo L60 now. I did have a brief look at it a few days ago, and I can't believe the quality of it. It's at least the quality of ET5, ET5T. But the space is so much bigger. The space is bigger than my ES6 and the EC6. I was actually asking the sales rep, like, how are you going to sell any EC6s after the Omvo comes out? And all he could say was, Nio has access to the Nio spaces. I was thinking, that's not enough to justify an extra 100,000 RMB, more than $10,000. It's just no chance. And that's for he said the dual motor one will probably be around 240 to 250,000 RMB. The base version is 220,000 RMB, so a lot of people don't need the power that Nio has, so they'll be fine with the single motor L60. So that's a car similar size to the EC6. Well, they said it's actually based on the same platform as the EC6, but for like 130, 140,000 RMB less. Now let's see what it does here. Some cars have, so it wants to go round them. See, this is the problem in China. People drive like idiots. So it did go round. I'm pretty happy with how it handled that. Like, I'm pretty sure before it would have just cut out or just sat there forever. I like how you can see on this big screen, like, a long way ahead what its decisions are going to be. So it sees that cyclist crossing, and it sort of wants to go round the cyclist, but it should really just wait and continue forward. It's a little bit of a... It sees that pedestrian in the middle of the road, so it's seeing a long way ahead. Saw that car sort of cutting across, and now we're going straight on here, so yeah, it has chosen the correct lane. It's stopped a little way back from the wait line. Not sure why it's done that. So you can see it highlights the cars when they cross the path. Hopefully you can see the screen okay. Might have to zoom in later. It'd be nice if I could see the navigation and this screen at the same time. Don't think you can do that. I've got the navigation on the heads up, but it would be nice to have like windows, like 2 sections or 4 sections. A lot of other cars do have that sort of floating window